What is good? We're back with the Madden 06 Dolphins franchise, and we have a Super Bowl rematch. We're heading to, technically speaking, Landover, Maryland to take on the Washington Redskins. So Clinton Portis is out for the season. That is a major blow for this team. That was probably their most impactful offensive player. Jason Campbell has been given a starting quarterback job, so I guess they got tired of Quincy Carter and Patrick Ramsey, and Jason Campbell, it is now his turn to run the show. So they still got their receivers for the most part, pretty much. They got some injuries on the offensive line. Vonnie Holiday and Robert Mathis are there. They don't have Carter anymore that we traded there. He ended up signing with somebody, I think, in free agency. We got to go check and see who, if we want an update. But for the most part, they still have their team intact. Their defense is still pretty tough. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes. So Russell on the kickoff return right here. That's going to be a solid gain right there. He's up to about the 34. So we're going to start off running with Ronnie Brown, and he's going to get knocked down by Ryan Clark. Second down and 4, stretch play to Ronnie Brown the other way. That's going to be a first down right there. So we hand it off to him again. Big hole right there. Sean Taylor's going to make the tackle, but they give Ronnie Brown another first down. So we're moving the ball well so far. Sammy Moore's getting in on the action. He's going to be down around the 40-yard line. Second down now, we look to throw finally. We're going to go to Heath Evans. He brings it in, first down and more. We killed them on this play in the Super Bowl, and I guess they still haven't figured it out. So first down right here, Ronnie Brown on the run. Lowers the shoulder, runs over Ryan Clark. He's inside the 10. Good run right there. So first and goal. We get it to Mackey quick, but LeVar Arrington's going to make that tackle at the 4. Second down, toss play to Ronnie Brown. Gets upfield in the end zone, touchdown Miami. If only we could have moved the ball like that in the Super Bowl. Anyway, first down, Liddell Betts. He's going to get 4 yards. Second and 6. Betts again, who was a solid backup. He was a viable backup. I think they got him in the second round sometime in the early 2000s. He was out of Iowa. But yeah, Liddell Betts was valid. I liked him too when he was with Washington. I always thought we had two good running backs, growing up being a Washington fan. So Jason Campbell got hurt, so Patrick Ramsey's in the game. That's a drop right there. Jason Campbell's going to be done for the day, actually, so Patrick Ramsey is going to have to come in and play quarterback. And that pass is knocked away. We get the ball back. Ronnie Brown right here. That's going to be a few yards. Second down after this. Rivers looking to throw. He is going to find Ronnie Brown, make it third and short, coming up. And Rivers finds Marty Booker. Nobody picks him up, and that's going to be a first down for Miami. And Rivers is hurt. So hopefully it's not too severe. In comes Quinn Gray, former Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback. Sat behind Byron Leftwich and David Garrard for a majority of his career, but he did get some time in real life, and he wasn't terrible. I do remember watching him play. Third down now. We got to make a play. Gray looking. That was not planned, but him and Chambers were on the same page to make that happen. Good improvising, and that's going to be a first down. Ronnie Brown on the handoff right there. Second and 2, we give it to Sammy Morris. He didn't even need to do that spin move, but it is what it is. Third down and short. Quinn Gray looking. They jumped the pass. We were trying to get it to Michaels quick. Fourth and 2. We're going to go for it, though. Quinn Gray rolling to his left. Welker comes open. He's hit as he lets it go, and he finds Wes Welker. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Phillip Rivers could not have made that play, in my opinion. So we'll give Quinn Gray his props for that. Looking for McMichael right there, and McMichael just didn't hold on, but that was a good ball from Quinn Gray. So he's actually looked decent in this game. I'll give him that against a good defense. Morris right there, that's a couple yards. Third and 7, play action. Quinn Gray looking. They have a lot of pressure. That was supposed to be from Mackey, and it was just an inaccurate pass. We call him Olindo Mare, and the kick goes a little too far to the right. It's no good. Liddell Betts, he's brought down maybe at the line of scrimmage. No, it's a 1-yard loss. Second down 11. He's able to get probably 2 yards right there. Third and 9. Ramsey looking to throw. Right side of the field. That's knocked away. He was looking for Santana Moss, but we've been on him this game for the most part. Waddell on the punt return right there. He gets us a few yards, so helps us out a little bit. McMichael on the delayed tight end route. We've been killing teams on this play this year. If they sit back on Chambers, we dump it to McMichael. If they come up and worry about the flats, then we try to hit Chambers if he can win on the corner route. Or circus route, to be specific. We find Michaels in the cover 2 window on a deep ball. Sean Taylor's able to get over and prevent a touchdown, though, but not in time to stop the completion. Great awareness from Phillip Rivers to see that. Right here, we're going to take a shot to McMichael, one-on-one coverage, and that's a touchdown, working on, I think that's Ryan Clark. Either Ryan Clark or their top corner, one of the two. Whoever it was, they got beat by Randy McMichael, and that's a touchdown. We've been killing teams with McMichael on corner routes, too, this year. So, trying to get him 10 touchdowns this year. I think we can do that. Right there, we get a sack on Ramsey. Now, Ramsey's hurt, so in comes Quincy Carter. They're down to their third quarterback, who was their starter last year. And Jason Taylor almost had a pick right there. That would be crazy if Jason Taylor had a pick 6. We definitely need to set that as one of our goals on this franchise. Get Jason Taylor a pick 6. Get him in the end zone. That would be dope. So we end up getting the ball back. Ronnie Brown, solid gain right there. We're running the ball in a 2-minute drill. That should tell you already. We're up 14-0. Second down and 9, Ronnie Brown. He's going to get up to probably the 46-yard line. Third and short, play action. Rivers looking, fires it to McMichael, who wins on a 10-and-out against Ryan Clark. They did. That was the play we killed him on in the Super Bowl. They were on it. Urlacher picked up Heath Evans, but McMichael wins on his route, and we still are able to beat him with that play. Find Sammy Morris right there. Right here, looking for McMichael. That's picked off by Carlos Rogers. Not a smart throw from Rivers. And there goes Carlos Rogers. Yeah, he's faster than Sammy Morris, so that's going to be a pick 6 for Washington. And then he almost gets hawked because he wanted to showboat and high step, and he's dancing around the end zone. So, anyway, taking a shot deep. Chris Chambers over Sean Springs. What a catch. And we're going to take a timeout. First down, Rivers looking to throw for Michaels on a slant. Booker. I forgot Marty Booker is in that package now. I'm used to saying Michaels, but Marty Booker, when we specifically go I formation, he's in on that package, and he makes the catch. So anyway, Rivers looking. He gets it to Ronnie Brown out of the backfield, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third down after that, Rivers looking. Didn't like the out, but he finds Mackey working on the backside on a corner post, and he throws it up where only he can go get it, working on Sean Taylor. So what a throw from Phillip Rivers. 13 of 14. The one incompletion is the pick 6. Think about that. He'd have a perfect passer rating if it wasn't for that pick. I mean, even if Carlos Rogers just dropped that interception, then it'd probably be a perfect passer rating. So here's the halftime stats. Everybody getting involved in the pass game. I like to see it. And we're in control of this game. Washington gets the ball to start the second half. Maybe they can make something happen offensively to switch this game into their favor. I hope not, because when we're playing against Washington, I'm not rooting for them. I'll put it that way. But Betts right there gets a solid carry. That's a nice play by Zach Thomas, because if Zach Thomas missed, that might have been a big gain. Ramsey going down, and that's a sack by Zach Thomas. They honestly should have left Quincy Carter in the game, but I'm not Joe Gibbs in this game. Second down, Ronnie Brown with the handoff right there. It's going to be third down and 6, and we thought we could surprise them with a run. They weren't surprised. They knew it was coming. Rod Gardner. That's right. Keep him in front of us, defense. We make the tackle right there. The rookie is banged up. I think he comes back, though. That's Ulrich. Third down now, Ramsey. He gets sacked before he can even set up the screen. So we get the ball now. Rivers looking short, finds Marty Booker. Solid gain right there. Second down and 1, handoff to Sammy Morris. They shut that down. It's going to be third down and 4. Rivers looking to throw. He's going to go to Chambers, who has it, and that's going to be a first down. So I formation now. Ronnie Brown on the handoff. Spins, and he's going to be knocked down by Sean Taylor. If we could just make him miss once. That's my guy, but when he's on the other team, we can't root for him. Heath Evans, he's going to get flipped. It's going to be third and 1. First down, Ronnie Brown, and more. He's down to the 25-yard line-ish. And then Sammy Morris spins off a tackler. Nice run from him, and then he steps out of bounds. If he wasn't out of bounds, who knows? Maybe he does make Sean Taylor miss. Who knows? Right here, Morris, that's going to be a first down. He gets hit stick by Brian Urlacher, but he picked up the first down. So a big hit doesn't matter if the team gets a first down. I always say, my college coach told me something. Why would you celebrate a big hit? He was a defensive player, by the way, as Ronnie Brown gets into the end zone here. But he said, as a defensive player, why are you celebrating a big hit if the other team gets a first down? The team got a first down, so your big hit doesn't matter. And that's a very valid point. So if we get hit sticked into the end zone or getting a first down, then I really could care less. Anyway, Ramsey, he's going to find his receiver right there out of bounds. Third and 17. Ramsey looking to throw, and that's going to be caught by one of their other tight ends, and that's going to be well short of the first down marker, so they punt. Rivers hits, he's letting that go. It's incomplete. Second down and 10. Rivers looking left side for Marty Booker. He can't hold on. So third down, We're going to look to throw for Ronnie Brown, and he has it. He's tackled right away. So we end up punting the ball. Odell Betts is back returning punts. And that's our left tackle, McIntosh, making a tackle on special teams. I can't believe Odell Betts let that man tackle him. You couldn't make that man miss. That man is slow. Big, strong guy, but he is slow. And Reggie Howard with a pick. He's going back, and he's going to have another defensive touchdown. This guy might have more touchdowns than a majority of our offensive players. That's crazy. This man, Reggie Howard, is finding the end zone on special teams and on defense. Love to see it. Maybe we should put him on offense. I don't know. But in order to put him on offense, you usually have to change their position. So I don't think we're that banged up on offense that we have to put a defensive back on offense. But anyway, that's going to be incomplete right there. And Washington had to punt again. We're in complete control of this game. We find Ronnie Brown right there. And we're just going to try to ice the game at this point. Sammy Morris's run makes it 3rd and short. Give it to Morris again. And he's not going to get it. We wanted the ball to ice the game. So we run a fake punt up 28 points, yes. And after that, we just ran the ball out. After that, just a couple plays. They didn't call any timeouts. So 19-23, great day from Rivers. We did break over 100 with Ronnie Brown, so we'll take it. Honestly, they should have just gone with Quincy Carter, not Patrick Ramsey when Campbell went down. Who knows, maybe it's a closer game if Jason Campbell plays. I don't think so, but you never know. Everybody getting involved in the pass game. We will take it. Well-controlled game, and we get another win. So we're just going to keep on moving. So I think we're up to 5-0 now. So, yeah, that's all I got. I'm going to show the rest of these sets, and I'll see y'all for the next game. I'm out.